Hi, welcome back to my channel. It has been like a month before, well, since I've been up here. And not that I just wanted to take a break, I did take a break. And I just want to talk to you about what I've been feeling and going through during this season. We're still in the break of coronavirus, and I don't think it's going away no time soon, but for where I stay at, the numbers are rising. And then, we had the protests and all that going on. So, in the midst of the world on the outside of me, um, all chaotic, myself, has been trying to find a balance. I slacked off on doing what God asked me to, what God told me to do. Um, and it's not that I put it, I would say I put it to the side. Like some days I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do a video and never do it. I got to a point where I think I was just tired, like just tired inside. And I think a lot of people are going through being exhausted and just being tired because we're uncertain of what's going on. And me as well. Still working, I'm still reading, and some days when I read, I have to reread and reread, trying to get my focus back and not allow what's going on the outside affects me on the inside. And it's pretty much hard to do um, with all this going on because you're praying to God, you're praying down different demonic spirits and principalities, the things that is going on, and in the midst of it, you're wondering, is anything working, or when is this going to end? So it's just so important to just try to stay connected and push. These last few weeks I've been stuck on that word push, and as when I talked to my friend, I had tell her, we have to keep moving forward. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I do know not everybody, but some people may be tired and exhausted. I am one of them. I feel like I should be much further than I am. I'm questioning myself. Am I in line and obedient unto what God is asking me to do? But my main thing is trying to continue to push through and do these videos as he continued to work on me. I was listening to a sermon by Pastor Darius Daniels and called Arresting Insecurities, which caught my attention. So I have been watching that faithfully. And actually, I'm going to watch it again today because I'm not complaining because I'm one of the few that's still able to get up and go to work. But it's like when I go, I'm having this sometimes anxiety, or it's just like I'm not happy. I'm not happy there. I'm not my desire is not there. But even though my desire is not there, I'm asking God, like, what is it am I supposed to be doing? Um and with that being said, I can't really just move until I get clarity on what to do. But at the same time, I know I don't want to, my desire is not to go back into the medical field. So if my desire is not to go back into the medical field, God, what are you wanting me to do? So I've been battling with myself with that, wanting more, trying to figure out what is it you're saying to me. And so far he's been quiet. So while he's not talking to me, I am pretty much just still seeking until I get some kind of clarification on what my next move is. I do know one is these videos, because of my personality. I have to keep practicing. I have to keep getting myself together because I've been asking for boldness and confidence and just get up and do it. But like I said, my personality is so laid back and shy, but I see that he is doing a new thing in me, and it's not as quiet as it used to be. So I wanted to talk about Jeremiah 1, 6, and 7. And like I said, I heard Pastor Darius Daniels talking about arresting securities. And for me, I do have securities. I do. And when I talk to my friend on the phone, I allow her to know exactly what I'm facing. I'm not one that holds much in when it comes to myself. And for one, I don't know everything, and I'm not perfect, neither do I pretend to be. So I'm kind of open with my walk and allowing people to know that it's tough. And it's probably tough for me because I, let me see, I'm not hard headed, but I want to be sure. So I don't even know if I'm just being too cautious of being sure, but I am very cautious because a lot of my life I made a lot of mistakes. And not that that's not the path that he already knew the path that I was going to take anyway. So all things work together for the good. But I don't want to have to make unnecessary mistakes and choices if I have to. All my choices or anything that I do or say, I'm strictly asking Him. Um, I also am reading still the Joyce Meyer's book, and in it, she was just saying about getting clarity from God. And sometimes when you don't know what to do something. Because faith has to have action. So that's where I'm kind of at with this. Like, trying to figure out what actions besides still going to my job, what else outside of that that I'm supposed to be doing. I do know one is these videos, and I have to continue to push myself in order to do it. But Jeremiah 1, 6, and 7 talked about mainly his insecurities. And I wanted to talk about that because that oftentimes is what lead us up, hinders us up from allowing God to use us. And I always say in my case, because this is my walk, everybody's walk is different. No two people are going to be called to walk the same way. What you walk, I'm never going to walk. So I kind of see where I'm at in it. So it says, Sovereign Lord, I said, I do not know how to speak. I am too young. But the Lord said to me, do not say, I am too young. You must go to everyone I send you to and say whatever I command you. So, in other words, Jeremiah is saying to God, after God asked him or tell him what he needed to do, Jeremiah was like, I can't even speak and I'm too young. In that, I found a lot of me because I also, not that I don't know how to speak, because I do know how to speak, it's just the dialect, I guess, of my words or whatever I'm saying. I don't use a lot of slang. I got away from that, but it's wherever I'm, basically where I'm from. Basically where I'm from is why I felt that way. And not even that, like I said, I was shy. So me being in the front line or on a video or a camera, I don't really take pictures. I just never liked the front line. But when he said that, I do not know how to speak. I am too young. I thought about myself in that. I battled with God, like wrestled with him back and forth with these videos of I didn't want to do it, but at the same time, this is what you keep telling me to do. And when I got my last final clarity on him telling me to do that, I knew it was him. So it's like a tug of war with me, trying to get me out of who I used to be into who he's calling me to be. And when the Lord said, do not say I am too young, you must go to everyone I send you to and say whatever I command you. Okay, so sometimes you know in the back of your mind that you may have these insecurities or whatever that may be holding you up from allowing God to use you because you're fat or you're shy or you just feel like you're a failure and He will never use you in that way, we must not say those things, including me, because right now I'm just going to God like, help me with my insecurities and remove them, but at the same time bring them up so I can deal with them. So I think the best bet for us would be to start saying the opposite. Start believing the opposite of who we are. Start believing that you are bold, that you can speak. There is nothing wrong with your video. You're not fat. I mean, no two people are the same, but whatever insecurity you may think you're dealing with, ask God to help you with that security and to bring it up so you will know what it is. But at the same time, you have to dare that. I, right now, as I'm speaking to you, am in the process of asking God to do those things because that's a lot of outside of what's going on and me trying to push through. That has a lot to do with me not wanting to do the videos. Sometimes I just want to get in my car and just speak something, but I don't do it. I don't do it. I want to get to that point where I'm just so free and okay, I'm gonna do a video today and just talk or say whatever God said to me or say whatever I feel in my heart that God is allowing me to spread for others. But it's not that simple. Some of us are stuck in insecurities. And like I said, mine is speaking in front of people in this video, and he's making me do it. This is what he want me to do. So I am trying to come out of my shell as he did with me. Going through the process anyway, you're going to be dealt with so much stuff. I don't want him to half clean me. I want him to clean me up fully. And going through this season has really it not overwhelmed, but I am exhausted. I am exhausted because it's a lot of hurting people in the world, and then I go to a place that I work in the medical and they're hurting, so it's like everywhere around me everybody is hurting, but where I find my peace and where I find my joy at is when I come home, I meditate and relax and just talk to God about it. So I came up here today only to say, in this season, whether you feel like it or not, I don't know what kind of thoughts you have, and I'm hoping it's not suicidal, but it's just, I don't know what is going on. But what I want you to know is God loves you, and you have to keep pushing. The only thing I'm asking you to do is to, for one, listen to Pastor Darius Daniels' video on arresting insecurities. Learn how to speak positive to yourself. Ask God to help you speak positive to yourself so you can at least manifest some of the things, if not all, and I'm hoping all of the revelation that God has put in your heart to do. Like, I want to know my full purpose and I want to walk in it. It's not easy, but you have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. Even just to sit down and have to explain to your kids what is going on with the whole injustice. That itself was draining for me. How do we get here? And just to know that it is a lot of people out there with hatred in their hearts and racism, that, we should be past that by now. So being me and a Christian and with the world is just chaotic, I also have to try to keep my heart aligned with God. Even though we're angry and we're mad, we must still go to God and pray for those that wronged us. And I feel like that it is a hard thing to do, but at the same time, you have to do it. Um, love is what drives out hate. And I know many of us probably asking, well, God, when is this going to end? Because I know that was my question. And I was like, why? Like, if he wanted to, you can just stop this whole thing. But it's something that we have to go through. And while we're going through this, I feel like it is a time to be content, intentional about your walk with God, like really getting to know Him, not about the things that you want, but really getting to know Him, because we all should at least want life in the eternal kingdom. I do know He's coming back soon. Um, with all this stuff going on, I'm sure, like, we all should know that, right? But at the same time, while we're still here on earth, let's love and help one another out. And it's not easy. I am going through the same thing most of you guys are going through. Especially if you're just now starting out and beginning. It is hard. It's hard, but you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Just program your mind and watch what you put in your mind, what's coming out of your mouth, what's in your heart. So I just wanted to jump up here because I haven't been up here in a month, and the reason why I haven't been up here in a month is because I'm having a hard time getting past with all this stuff going on. And I'm trying to work on my vision. I'm trying to work on my dream that God purposed for me. But at the same time, I just feel like I'm stuck. And I have to get unstuck and continue to push forward. Continue to push forward while this is going on. Because whatever He's doing right now, something beautiful is going to come out of it. So whenever that something beautiful come out of it, I want to be one of the beauties, one of the flowers that blossom also. So while everything is chaotic, I just need to stay focused on God, not look to the left or right. I have to stay focused, and you do too. It is not easy. I have people that I do talk to. A lot of people are tired. People are feeling depressed, and sometimes it's not even depressed, because I'm like, I don't feel depressed, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Even with me reading, it's just like I don't know. But right now is not a time to give up. Right now it is a time to think about what is inside of you. What are your insecurities? Really start in tuning into God and listening and being obedient. Because something great is going to be birthed out of this. I believe it. My kids believe it. And I constantly have to encourage them, because there's nothing open for them to do fun. So it's just like the days running into one another. Now that's how I feel. So I just jumped up here, like I said, just to tell you to keep moving forward. As I continue to move forward, my first step was making this video today, and I gotta at least continue to do them. I don't do them every day, but at least twice out of the week, I gotta press myself forward to do it. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me, and if you did, just hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.